Hello, welcome to my presentation on leadership development and intervention at an individual level for the OCED 5360 ECHO Organization Development course at Texas State University in the master's degree. My name is Donley Wilson and I am a current graduate student at Texas State University for the program of Management and Technical Education. So the purpose of leadership development is to ensure the development of the most appropriate style of leadership and achieving a universal level of best practice. Some of the features that are involved in leadership development is that there's several categories a person may learn in how to become a better leader. It all depends on what type of intervention that the organization may want to use. But some of the areas that might need to be covered would be coaching, accountability, change management, influence and negotiation, and communication. These are some of the popular ones that a lot of programs for leadership development use in their curriculum. So I just named a few of them, but there's many of them. It just depends on what you want to develop your leaders into. Some of the uses for leadership development is maybe you could have, like, if you have new employees that are coming in under a management program, you can use this leadership development throughout their time becoming managers. You can also use it as an intervention if you see a decrease in productivity within the organization. Let's try and, the goal would be to try and get your leaders back up to par and lead the people that need to get the productivity going. And so you might use that as an intervention. Also, you could use it individually as a preparation for promotion. Some organizations may have the leadership development courses that are an internal program in preparation maybe for the next promotion hire, or even whether it be supervisory or management, they may also have that. And also, if management needs to be reformed and we need, the organization needs to go through a whole new management team, you may use a leadership development intervention for that, trying to get new leaders into the organization. Some of the strengths that are with leadership development: it does build confidence in an individual becoming a new leader or becoming a better leader. The types of subjects that may be discussed in it can, really make someone on a personal level feel more confident in what they're doing as a leader. It also allows individuals to conduct a self-assessment of their current behavior, because leadership development is based off of the psychology and behavioral science. It's good to do a self-assessment and really get a reality check of where you're at in the beginning of the leadership development program intervention, and that way you know where to build from. Also, one of the strengths is that it equips leaders with specific skills and tools and the behaviors that are needed as a leader. And again, that could be narrowed down to specific to the organization and what maybe their mission and goals are, or the specific job description as a leader, or a manager or a supervisor. Some of the weaknesses is that leadership development programs, they're failing. They have a very high failure rate. 66% of companies invest in programs that aim to identify high potential employees and help them advance, but only 24 of those people, of senior executives at those firms, consider the program to be successful. That's a pretty low number right there. And a mere 13% have confidence in the rising leaders at their firms, down from an already low 17%, which was just 3 years ago. Also, and lastly, it's not an instant fix. Leadership development occurs over time. You just can't go to class and then all of a sudden you become a leader. There are tools that you have to use throughout time to develop your leadership skills in becoming a really good leader. So it's not an instant fix. It's not like the Staple or the Office Depot magic button. Here's an example in sports where you could use this as an intervention. A coach has a new team formed for the upcoming season and needs to choose a new captain and a co-captain to lead the team into the playoffs for the championship game and yet carry another victory. Some of the key elements for that intervention, which Voigt wrote in that should be 2012. It helps the team get back to the finals. It can help improve the team communication and functionality and functioning of the team. It assists in leading this team day to day, practice to practice, and even game to game. And personal leadership development of captains, assistant captains, and captain apprentices. Another example could be used in the military. A sailor is preparing for advancement to Chief Petty Officer, which would be a management rank. Because of that past leadership issues, the sailor should or must attend a leadership development training to justify worthiness for advancement. Now that is a hypothetical scenario, so I'm just, one way that we could do it in the military. I went through extensive military leadership training throughout my career. Each rank required us to do certain leadership courses, which gave us that opportunity. But using it as an intervention, maybe somebody got in trouble and they're in a leadership position, so they need to re-attend leadership development to get themselves squared away. Some of the key elements for this intervention could be that they learn the purpose of leadership in the military, maybe that they haven't realized, and so now they have leaders that they can rely on and who they can refer to. They can then become familiar with the Navy leaders Navy leaders that are in the Navy, i.e. the Chief Naval Officer, Chief of Naval Operations, what we call the MCPON, which would be the Master Chief Petty Officer in Charge, or the Navy. They can also develop a leadership behavior for the military and understand the responsibility of leaders in the military. Here are my references. I use 2 academic references and 2 online references as outlined in the curriculum for this assignment and the rubric. I want to thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and hopefully if you ever have a leadership development intervention that you need to do, maybe this will help you.